Well, well. Yes, people. My name is. Yes, what's going on? Right, here we go. So, man, I am so sorry. This is a little bit late. It is a little bit late. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit late, but it's better late than never. It's Christmas, people. We finished off. We're probably eating a little bit too much. We probably don't know what day it is. It's that time of the year, but it's coming to an end, and we can get back to, our normal lives and some frequent, more consistent approach to life. But what I wanted to do is go, a little bit update about Arsenal. We know today's game against Wolves has been cancelled because of Wolves' COVID cases and injuries mixed in together. So there's no Arsenal game. So it means we finished the year on a high, on a 5-0 drubbing of Norwich City at their Carrow Road. So that was a fantastic display. And I just want to go through it a little bit. I want to talk... I want to have a look at some of the things we saw. I want to do a player ratings because I didn't get to do one before. And yeah, let's go into it. So let's go into the stats, people. Let's see what we can see. So let's go with, first of all, what shall we look at? My people? Let's go here. So what do we see? I want to have a look at this first of all. Let's have a look. So Arsenal scored 5 goals from 6 shots against Norwich City. So that's super efficient from the boys, Arsenal. And, it was good to see. Like, there was, we saw Saka score. We saw Emile Smith-Rowe come on again and score. We saw our boy KT score. We saw Lacazette take a penalty. It was a very, very, very good display. And something we love to see. So this is the stats, the overall stats, what we saw. So, we had 16 shots in total, which was pleasing. Norwich got 2 shots off. Ramsdale did not have much to do. Another solid display. Possession, 65% possession to Arsenal. Obviously, that means 35% to Norwich. We saw our passes. We complete passing accuracy of 84%. Corners. So generally, it was a good display from the boys. Real good display from the boys. And, we have to credit it, You love to see it. You flipping love to see it. I just want to go through these stats. I'm going to have a little look and see what else we can pick up. What else I picked up from the stats on here. So let's have a look at this. So we're getting, at the start of the season we had some problems with sharing the goals around. Now what we're starting to have a look at now, and hopefully this bodes well to the second half of the season, we're seeing Smith-Rowe get goals, 8 goals and 2 assists. Although with Smith-Rowe the goals are coming off the back of the bench, it's important that we see Smith-Rowe, when he gets his chance, take important goals for us also. So it's, he's getting nicking a lot of good goals, and that's very good. We love that. We want to encourage it to keep going. The star boy Saka, he's starting to put goals and assists, and then hopefully with this, people from other, we don't need respect from anyone else. We know how good Saka is, but adding goals and assists, no doubt, to what he's already adding to us, the work rate, the defensive display, the efficiency with the ball, keeping it, his footballing IQ, and now goals and assists. This player, Saka, man, how far can can Saka go? A lot of people talking about Phil Foden, but they're not really mentioning Saka. I saw Gary Neville's and Carragher's team of the year, young player of the year was Foden. Saka's played more games. I think if Saka can keep adding these goals and assists, there's no doubt that he'll probably go on to be, England's the best young player in England. Here we've got Norwich versus Arsenal, 5-0, biggest away victory since beating Everton 6-1 in 2009. So that is a massive, and this is what we want to see, like Arsenal being super efficient. We got a 7-1 win against Blackpool, but that is really good to see. We're starting to drub teams, really starting to drub teams, and that's a beautiful thing. Arsenal have scored 4 goals in 3 consecutive matches across all competitions for the first time since 1991. All of these stats, before we were seeing stats we didn't want to see. Now we are actually seeing stats we love to see. Yeah? So, long may it continue. Long may it continue. And we love to. It's the first time we've done that since 1991. I suppose it's also the teams you're playing against as well. But yeah, really good stats. Let's see what else we can bring up if we have anything. These are the basic stats that I found. I think that's basically all of them. So, very good. Let's go into the player ratings then. Let's talk about Aaron. First of all, let's go to this guy, Aaron Ramsdale. Now, I personally thought Ramsdale, he didn't have much to do. And normally I would mark that as a 6. But where he kept a clean sheet, I boosted him up to a 7 because, his distribution was good. He didn't have much saves to make, but what he did well. And he kept a clean sheet. And when you get a clean sheet, I'm going to give you an extra mark because I love to see. That's what I want to see. So Aaron Ramsdale, for me, all day, he gets a solid 7. Aaron Ramsdale, very well done. And a quick little stat about Aaron Ramsdale. Let me give you a quick little stat. Now, Aaron Ramsdale kept his 10th clean sheet. Granted, he has a different defence in front of him, so there's a lot of variance. That's the thing with stats. You have to take consideration into things. We had some shocking defenders before. No disrespect, but, they know who they are. Now we've got a solid back 4, good unit, a good spine, getting better. Aaron Ramsdale kept his 10th clean sheet in his 17th start. Now, David Seaman did it in 15. Jock Robertson in 15 and Emil Martinez in 16 with that shocking defence. So that shows how good Martinez was. But this guy is. I'm all in with Aaron Ramsdale now. All in. I can't say he has been a revelation, and it was good to see Jamie Carragher put him in his team. He surprised a lot of players. A lot of the Arsenal fans are surprised. And although it was his quiet game, it's another clean sheet, and he's the one that commands that back 4. He's communicated his presence. 7 for Aaron Ramsdale. I'm going to go next on to this guy, Ben White. What a player he's been. He seems like, when you look at Benjamin White, you think, is this guy too nice to play football? But he's got a little bit of what Perry Groves called arsehole. He's got some arsehole in it. Not in a horrible way, but he's got that bit where, he's ready to stand up for the fight. He's a very elegant, assured player, solid player. So impressed with him. So fresh, and he kept a clean sheet again. He got forward well. He was used as a right back against Norwich, and normally plays centre back. So that was quite clever from Mikel Arteta, because we lost Tommy to COVID, and he didn't go with. And I'm not sure if Cedric was lost, so he put him in at right back, and he didn't let us down because he's so good on the ball. He's very assured. Got forward and back. He's definitely shown us we can do that in the future. So it was good to see Ben White slotting at right back. Get forward, good on the ball, offered a lot, just a quality player, Rolls Royce of a player. I still have him at centre back, but it was good to see him filling and doing a job for the boys. 7 out of 10 for Ramsdale. Next, let's go for the new hairline, Rob Holding. When you keep a team down to 2 shots, regardless of if they're in Norwich, who were really bad, by the way. I watched a few training videos on Norwich and I said, these guys can't beat us. It's just the way you are. The way they came out of the dressing rooms to go on the training pitch, I was looking at it like they don't seem so serious, like it's all about your approach to every little detail. But Rob Holding, I thought he stepped in well. He's done well when he hasn't had many chances this year. He's played in a few of the Carabao Cup games, hasn't let us down, and I think he did really well. I think maybe the level of the team improving has helped his level improve. He's got to be that much better to get into the team and stay there. But he didn't let anyone down, didn't make no rash mistakes. Good on the ball. He was finding little passes in between the gap. Rob Holding, he looked a lot more calm. None of this kicking it long. We know what Rob Holding's limitations are. We know speed's a little bit of an issue and stuff like this. But on against Norwich, he was good. He was solid. 2 shots we conceded. I'm marking him up again for a clean sheet. I'm going to give Rob Holding a solid 7 out of 10. Well done, Rob. Right, moving on to Gabriel. Now, Gabriel, I was a bit sceptical about him last year. I wasn't sure how good he was going to be. I was seeing him make a lot of mistakes in the first year after his injury or whatever it was. This year, totally different player. This is the monster we first saw, and he has added consistency. He's become a real leader, and long may it continue. I absolutely think this player's got everything. He made a few mistakes once or twice on the ball. He's trying to sometimes overplay, sometimes do a dribble, and he got caught out. But that was very few and far between. And watching how we defend in the transitions, like if there's a mistake, if as soon as we lose the ball, the way he sprints into his space, and the whole team, by the way, we're looking like such a better outfit. And that's why I'm giving Gabriel, I'm going to give him a solid, what did I give him? 7 out of 10 for Gabriel. Well done, Gabriel. Keep it going. Up there with one of the best defenders in the league. Let's get on to this man here. K flipping T. Yeah? Kieran Tierney. How good has Kieran Tierney been? Kieran Tierney, really, really good. And I love the way he celebrated in front of the Arsenal fan. That passion, the way he scores his goal, he runs to the fans. He's like this. He's just so down to earth. I know he's from Scotland, but he's one of us. Like, he's just unique. But years ago, you think, where are the characters in the team? We lacked anything. This guy's got character. There's characters all over the pitch now. And KT symbolises it. The way he defending since he's come back. I know Tavares has played a massive role in that, but he looks so much sharper. He wants to keep his place. He's defending better. He's getting forward again, and now he's getting shots. So against a few games ago, again at the Emirates against West Ham, I believe he had a shot against West Ham, and Fabianski tipped it onto the bar. Today he scores, and he got another shot. He could have got a second. So KT, another clean sheet. I'm giving KT a big mark, you know. I'm giving him a big mark. He's just someone that's always impressive, quietly goes about his business, doesn't give us any problems. In this game, he was very good, and I'm going to give him a solid 9 out of 10. I was very, very, very impressed by KT. Moving on to this guy, Thomas Partey. Now, I said he was finding his form in the Southampton game. He's starting to do things like the old Thomas Partey, and it seems like his fitness or whatever was holding him back before he's back to the level we expect. And he was bossing this game. I saw people giving him 7 out of 10. I don't think he was a 7 out of 10. I think Thomas Partey was really good, and he's less mistakes, more stronger on the ball, you know, affecting the game. Really strong in the middle of the park. He seems to be playing a little bit steeper than Xhaka. Xhaka seems to be going forward a little bit more, which wasn't the case last year. He's holding his space, and he's got a strong presence in the team, and I think he's making that central midfielder really solid. And for me, I saw a lot of people giving Thomas Partey a 7 out of 10, but I don't think so. I'm giving Thomas Partey an 8 out of 10. I think he was really, really good. And I don't want to underestimate how good Thomas Partey was. And let's move on to his partner, Granit Xhaka. And I didn't even want to show you that, first of all. I wanted to show you the picture of Xhaka, but let's start with this. This was, when you see Granit Xhaka controlling the ball with your back, I know footballing wise it doesn't offer much to the game, but you love to see it. You know something's going right in the team. Xhaka, when he came back, I was saying to everyone how buzzing I was to have him back. And the first couple of games it was hard for him, but he has slotted straight back in, and I am so impressed. I am so impressed with what this guy's doing. He's always been a good player. I think what Xhaka's problem in the past was the impact of how he fell out with the fans. But for me, he's a really, really good player, I know he told the fans to F off, and I say it all the time. I would have told the fans to F off too. You know, it's just frustration, and you know, it's time to forgive Xhaka, move on. I thought he was tremendous again, and I'm really impressed with how well Xhaka's playing at the moment. So for me, I'm giving Granit Xhaka in this game 8 out of 10. I thought he was really, really good, and he's a real leader on the pitch. And long may it continue. Long may it continue. Let's move on to Martinelli. Right, Martinelli, work rate 100. This guy is infectious across the team. Fantastic. Skillful, and people say, why wasn't he playing in the past? And I'm but with Martel, I'll tell you, if he wasn't ready, don't push him in. And it's good that you work so hard, but you have to channel that. Remember Sanchez would run around like a headless chicken in effect, leave holes where he's working so hard. But now Martinelli, I think he's channeling his energy in the right ways. His quality on the ball, his work rate, his desire to win. You need every character like this, and on top of that, he's got quality. Unlucky not to get a goal, got chalked off for offside. Played a big part, I think, in the second goal. Really good game. I'm really impressed. We just need to look after him. It's important we can get these guys through the season. But yeah, overall, I'm going to give Martinelli another really good display. And how far he can go, let's see. He's keeping Smith Rowe out of the team right now, but I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Let's move on to this guy. And this guy, I'm not going to lie, at the start of the season, he really, really struggled. Odegaard was really struggling at the start of the season. Against Tottenham, everyone was raving about it. I wasn't impressed. It took him time. I was vouching for Martin Odegaard. I thought Odegaard was tremendous last year, and I liked what I saw. I got Ozil vibes from Odegaard, but I hadn't seen that a lot through the season. But this was by far his best game, and he's been playing well previous to this game. Like last month, he's been really good, chipping in with goals, chipping in with assists. I've got a little stat about Odegaard here, like I want to bring up. Let's have a look. So Martin Odegaard has 6 goal involvements in his past 6 Premier League games, 3 goals and 3 assists. Number 10. That's perfect. That's what you want to see, affect the game. And he's really, the way he's picking up the ball, he's picking the ball up in pockets. He got clapped a couple of times, to be expected when you're holding the ball and the player he is, but he gets the ball, he's making things happen, and he's picking the right pass, he's efficient with the ball. He's an outlet, it sticks, he's technically very good. I rate Martin Odegaard. How far this guy wants to go for the money we got in it, that's an absolute snip. We talk about Ramsdale starting that season. It's only because of Odegaard's slow start. If he had started the season like this, and he's continuing from here, we'd be talking about him being one of the signings of the season. So if he can keep this up for the second half of the season, long may it continue. Long may it continue. But I was superly impressed with Martin Odegaard. Fantastic. And my stat for Odegaard, my player rating for him was a solid 9 out of 10. I thought Odegaard was really, 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 really good. Now I'm going to move on to the next player. Let's go. This guy, the star boy, Saka. Now let's make no doubts, this guy is an absolute gem. And for some reason, opposite fans, they don't want to put a respect on his name. Why? Why don't they want to put respect on his name? He went to the Euros, they didn't want to put in respect on his name. He played, and then they had to put respect on his name. And now again, they don't talk about Saka, and I don't know why. But now, what Saka's doing, adding goals to his game. This guy is he's been terrorising left backs. He can go inside, he goes outside, sharp little touches, he retains the ball, creates chances, he's getting goals and assists. He's now on 5 goals and 4 assists. I'm delighted with, really, 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 really happy with Saka. And this was, I hope this is the day where Saka really shows how good he can be. And his level now, he has to produce this for him to go to the next level week in, week out. But just keep doing what you're doing, game by game, Saka. Keep doing what you perceive to be the right things. Get your shots off, put yourselves in the areas, keep taking the risk. The world's your oyster. You keep this up for the rest of the season, no one can ignore what you're doing. Yeah, for me, Saka, unbelievable performance, playing well beyond his years. And for me, he was a solid 9 out of 10. Alright, let's move on to the last starter of the team. And this guy, Alexandra Lacazette. Now, I'm not going to lie. Last year, I was calling for Lacazette to be sold. Because I don't think he was taking his football seriously. He wasn't focused. Everything was a joke. Look at Pepe behind him, urging him on to score. Odegaard ready to run in here. But Lacazette, I now like. I'm so gutted Lacazette weren't producing what he's doing right now, year in, year out. Because this Lacazette right here, leading the team, I love what I see. Some people marked it down. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. I'm giving him 8 out of 10. I saw him dropping deep, retaining possession, wicked feet on the ball. He just looked so good. Like before, he sloppily let the ball go. Now I'm seeing he's just super consistent with what he's doing. Quality. Week in, week out, I'm seeing Lacazette. He's really leading the team. Against Leeds, he's dropping into holes. And what I noticed in this game, though, when the ball was going out to KT, I noticed Lacazette was in the mixer, trying to run into the areas where he thought KT could deliver it. But then not just that, through the game, he was dropping deep. He just gives he just goes in spaces defenders don't want to go. Sometimes in the false 9, and then he's back in there and linking up well, good feet, retaining possession. There was only one time where he lost the ball sloppy, but he sprinted back. He's working so hard. And this is the debate some people are going to talk about. Should he get another contract and stuff? Personally, to be honest, I love what Lacazette's doing, and I'm glad he's putting himself in the shop window. But how many times have we been stung by giving the older players contracts? Will he still continue to improve? Like, could it be another Aubameyang? Who knows? And by the way, Aubameyang did post that family first on his Instagram, but I think there's been a real uplift in the team, and Lacazette is a big reason for that. He's forced himself back in the team. Mikel Arteta at some stages said to himself, I'm not sure if I'm going to play you. He didn't play him for a few games. Against Crystal Palace, he forced himself in the team, and I've got to rate Lacazette for that. And if he can produce and get us in the top 4, he can keep his head held high. Emile Smith-Rowe came on again. I thought I put something up for Smith-Rowe, but I don't actually have any. I'm going to give Smith-Rowe an 8 out of 10. He's come on again and scored again for the 4th consecutive game. First player in Arsenal history to do that from a subs bench. We love it. He's got to be knocking on the door. He can't be liking starting on the bench, but he got to start against Sunderland. Didn't really take the chance that well, but he scored again. That's an 8 out of 10. Pepe came on, he was okay. He sort of played a part in Smith-Rowe's goal. Give Pepe a 6 out of 10. Who was the other sub? Pepe. El Neni came on. Just was sure on the ball. And then, to be fair, El Neni's impressed me a little bit more. I'm not, as you know, if you watch any of the other videos, I'm not El Neni's biggest fan. So that's a 6 out of 10. So all in all, what a day at the office, and what a way to finish the year. We go to Man City, come to the Emirates next. Let's welcome them in. Let's welcome them in with a performance like this. Let's see what happens. Anyway, guys, there's a lot of things to talk about. I'm going to put that in a separate video. I think this is enough for today's video. I will be back at some stage, but yeah. Very good performance at Carrow Road. Mikel Arteta, 10 out of 10, 5-0 away from home. Nothing more to say, is there? Anyway, guys, have a great day. Enjoy the Christmas vibes, and we'll leave it there. Cheer.